What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys three of my top three best Ram trucks, my dream Ram trucks. Pretty much I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And first thing first, happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are having a great week. And I know sometimes, especially when you work a 9 to 5, things sometimes become an up and down situation, but I hope you guys definitely having a great day. It's a Friday, another day to be great pretty much. And before I jump into sharing my three best dream Ram trucks that I want to own with you guys, first thing first, guys, I need you guys to help me definitely subscribe to the channel. My goal is to hit 5K, but I know I've been saying I want to hit 5K, but I feel like that's too short of a goal. So I really want to set it at 10K. My goal is to hit 10K. So I want to think big, and my goal is to hit 10K now. I'm done. Say I want to hit 5K because that's not really much of a high limit, to be honest. I feel like I'm kind of having a limit on myself. So help your boy out, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time, trying to get used to this whole YouTube thing. So definitely subscribe, but let's get right into it. First thing first, my number one. For my number one, I want to be able to, my number one dream truck that I always wanted to own. Definitely, guys, I'm gonna have to give this to third gen Dodge Ram 2500. I feel like, yes, it's an older truck, but if I could have any kind of pickup truck right now, my reason behind it is because I personally feel like the third gen's Ram, they definitely hold like a special value to me because obviously, they are, I believe, naturally aspirated, but that's not like the biggest reason. The biggest reason is the fact that it's one of the things it's a Cummins, and that's like the best year. Me personally, I feel like that's like the best year for you to really own a diesel truck is like the third gen. That's like the best year for you to really own. Apart from like the downside is, apart from that, is like you gotta really, it depends where you live into. It's like the only downside about those trucks that they tend to have rust issue, which is every, metal rust at, metal gonna rust anyway, but those trucks tend to have a lot of rust issue, especially on the bed. But we're not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna talk about how special they are. And I will have not just an automatic, but I believe it's a 5-speed. So I want something I want a manual third gen Dodge Ram. That would be my number one. If I could buy that right now, that would be my number one right there. And for anybody out there who owns a third gen Dodge Ram 2500 and it's definitely manual, they definitely understand the reason behind why I would pick that as my number one, especially today into this world. Like, there's another thing too. If you have one of those, especially if it's a one owner and there's a manual and also doesn't have that much rust, low mileage, you definitely got a special, like you got something rare that you could definitely keep for a long time. And that's, that's, for me, it's like, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. So that would be my number one pick. And I'm gonna jump into my second pick, my second dream truck pick that I always personally, this one right here, I personally always, before I started even knowing much about like Dodge trucks or whatever, but I pretty much grew up seeing, the Ram SRT 10 pretty much I really got into knowing about those cars, because I used to watch a lot of movies with Paul Walker, like Fast and Furious and stuff like that. But it really became my dream car because I see how special and rare they are. I feel like that's another truck too that Dodge definitely did their thing with, and they definitely, for a fact, like, didn't, like, all around, is, if I could change anything about that truck, I wouldn't change anything about the looks on there. But it all depends too on the year too. That's another thing that's great. It depends on the year, because some of them, the year is a little bit different. Some of them, they have like different kind of specs. But I'll definitely go with the Ram SRT10, or Dodge Ram, whatever, SRT10. That's like one of the trucks that I always wanted to own. They're not really, price-wise, they're not really as expensive as you think, but nowadays, the price for anything pretty much, especially if it's an older car that's clean, one owner, low miles, especially if it's a pickup truck, the price for those is skyrocket. But, you know, doing a few research and stuff like that, but I see like now, you know, those trucks is definitely affordable. They're personally, for me personally, they are kind of up there with the Ford Lightning. And the price for those, I think they're around right now. If you could find something pretty much clean that's not one owner, you probably gonna look at least like 30K, 35-ish. Most, you're probably 40K, I'll say. That's for SRT10, they gotta have extremely low miles and super clean. They must have never drove it or something like that. I'm not saying you can't find something like that, but I'm just saying for 40K for a pickup truck like that, honestly, I'm not saying that it's not worth it, because it is something that's rare as time go on. I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm just saying that for it to be that high of a price is definitely insane. But, you know, today's world, 2024, the world we're living in now, price for everything is going up. So that'll be my second favorite right there. If you know, you know, like, the SRT10s, they definitely hold their value if you know, take care of them and stuff like that. It's like the Ford Lightning, pretty much. I kind of compare them to, even though Ford Lightning is kind of like a, you know, beast of a truck too to also own. But I like the Dodge SRT10, and you don't really see too many of them nowadays. You don't really see too many of them too, because I believe some people might just be having them sitting in their garage, collecting dust, trying to wait 10 years later or something like that and try to sell it. But you don't really see too many of them. But my next one I'm going to talk about is, this is the one that Dodge, I'm pretty sure you guys probably could guess this one. Dodge stopped, I believe they discontinued making these this year. I think this like the last year, which just sucks, because I feel like they just came out with them like 2 years ago, or 2 years ago, I believe. So I'm gonna go with the Ram TRX. Yes, I had to save the, you know, best. It is one of the best trucks to own. I ain't gonna lie about that. But I say the TRX is definitely one of my favorite trucks. I say number one being, this is why a lot of people want this truck, is because it makes 707 horsepower. Which is insane. Like, that's crazy for a pickup truck being that big. And you know for a fact, Dodge, you know, Dodge pickup trucks and Dodge trucks in general, they're kind of heavy. So for a truck being that big, having 707 horsepower, almost 1,000, it's kind of crazy. And obviously the price for this, into this world, like just for the fact that this is another thing too that skyrocketed prices, because Dodge announced that they stopped making them. this is, I believe this is the last year that they stopped making them. So now that the fact that they not making them no more, if you own one of them, obviously if you want to sell it, you probably going to easily probably get like 180K, 200K. It depends on the miles, which is crazy for a pickup truck. It is a Ram TRX, don't get me wrong. Like me personally, if I could afford that truck, that would be like one of the trucks that I would definitely own. And I pretty much would want to keep it for like a long-term thing. I wouldn't want to sell it all because the value going up and stuff like that. I just feel like it's kind of cool. Like all these cars I just named, like the Ram SRT10, a Dodge Ram 3rd Gen Cummins, pretty much manual, and the Ram TRX. These are trucks that, you know, I feel like they kind of unique, especially the Ram TRX, is the fact that they're not making those anymore. So whatever that's out there in the world, that's what's out there in the world. So if you got your hands on one of those, I would definitely keep them. I would never sell it. For me personally, I just feel like you selling it is like, you know, you're gonna short yourself. I mean, you know, you can do whatever you want out there, but those would be my top 3 favorite, well, my top 3 dream Ram trucks out there. I'll say I have. If you know about the Dodge Ram Cummins, you know the reason why I picked that. If you know about the Dodge SRT10, not too many people like them, but I'm assuming because I don't see them that much, but they are kind of special too. And then the Ram TRX is something that a bunch of people know about. They just came out with it 2 years ago, but fortunately, Dodge is not making them no more. I believe that's one of the reasons why they came out. They're supposedly coming out the, supposedly they coming out the Ram, I believe a RHO, which is like kind of like the TRX, but it's, I believe, have 500 horsepower. And it kind of sucks because the Ram TRX is a beast of a truck, but you know, Dodge always have a better plan when, I feel like personally, whenever they create their vehicle and stuff like that. But I wouldn't really, you know, it might not seem like we probably don't know what's going on from on the inside, but I feel like they probably got a better plan with the next truck that they're gonna be putting out there, and there's a reason why they probably discontinue to making those trucks. But those, there you have it, guys. Those are my top 3 dream Ram trucks that I would have any day. If I had the funds for them, I would have any day, because I feel like those, as time going on, those trucks, the value gonna keep going up. Those are something that you want to have if you're a car guy. You want to have in your collection, just sitting down, you know, parked up every now and then. Can you imagine 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you have a Ram TRX, and you're like, dang, this came out 2023, 2022, a 707 horsepower pickup truck that they stopped making now is like worth 500K or something like that. You know, just to think like, well, at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's just about the fact that if you're a car guy, you understand that it's kind of sucks to see, these car makers making these cars and stuff, cars or trucks and stuff like that, that's badass, and announce the fact that they're not gonna make them no more, you know. And then you got yourself one of them already. If you got yourself one of them already, it's definitely a blessing. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. I just shared with you guys my top 3 dream Ram trucks out there that I will buy any day. But definitely, guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Happy Friday. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.